I just want to take a poll, quick poll. How many, can you just raise your hands, how many of you are DBAs here? Okay. So how many of you have come from an Oracle background, transitioned into Postgres? When I had started initially transitioning from Oracle to Postgres, usually, once you're familiar with one database technology, you kind of grasp the other one quickly if you are able to correlate between the technology you're already aware of. I had launched this course, this Postgresql for Oracle DBAs. So the QR code is there for that, for this course. I'm taking one of the sections from that particular course. This is about me. I have over 20 years of work experience, multiple database technologies. This is my LinkedIn ID. So here I'm going to talk about PGHyd plan. Any of you have used this extension PGHyd plan? How many of you are working as Postgres DBAs and have not used it? Can you please raise your hands? Not used it? Okay. So basically, this is the reason why I asked is in Oracle you can pass hints to tune queries, right? You can influence the way the optimizer chooses the execution path by passing hints. So using this PGHyd plan, we can influence Postgres's optimizer to tune queries. This thing is the same. It's similar to Oracle. And you can give different kinds of hints. And the complete list of hints. So the complete list of hints is given here. I will show a small screenshot of a demo. In fact, I wanted to show the demo, but because of shortage of time, I'm not able to show the demo. In Oracle, we have something called as outlines and SQL profiles. If you want to influence the optimizer to use hints without changing the code. It may be an application where you don't have access to the source code and you still want to influence the optimizer to use those hints. For that, we have the hints table, which is part of the PGHyd plan extension. In the hint plan schema, you have the hints table, and inside that, you insert the normalized query, the application name, and the hint. So in the hint, you can put in any kind of thing like a index scan or whatever other hints possible, and then that way your optimizer will be able to use the hints even without explicitly changing the source code. So here you see we did an insert, and later on if you want to modify it, you just do an update of it to, if you want an index scan to a sequential scan, you can just do it. The thing to note is that the query needs to be a normalized string and not the original query that the application is using. So what is a normalized query? All the carriage returns should be removed. All the spaces should be converted into single spaces. So if there are multiple spaces, it should be in single space. And all the literals should be replaced with a question mark. So this is an example, select star from EMP, and in the next line and there's a space over here where EMP number equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So the normalized query is, if you see it's in a single line, EMP, where EMP number equal to question mark. Here I'm replacing the literal with a question mark. It's all in a single line, and the extra white space here before the where has been removed. So this is a screenshot of the demo, doing an explain analyze of the select statement, and we see that there is a sequential scan on the PG bench branches. Now I'm using this hint called index scan, and I'm giving this P key as the index we want to use, and here we see that the index scan is being used. Now we will do the same without changing the source code, that is using the hints table. Here, if you see, we did a describe of this hints table, and these are the columns of it. There is one important parameter. In order to use this, we need to set this PGHyd plan, enable hint plan. We need to have this as on. I am doing the insert of the normalized query into this. Can anybody point out we are supposed to insert a normalized query here, but I deliberately made a mistake here. Can anybody point out what the mistake here is? Sorry? The between 1 and 9. Yeah, what is, I mean, yeah, the literals are still there and it is not changed. So this is the insert statement I did into the hints table. So you see, though we had done an index range scan, it still did a sequential scan. In order to debug, like this was a very simple select query, so it is easy to identify. If you have a huge select statement and there's multiple hundreds and thousands of lines of code, you can enable these two parameters. Then it will tell you exactly what the optimizer is expecting and why it did not pick up the hint. So after we enable this debug, you see there's a lot of message which is being displayed. So you see here, this is a question mark. It is saying that it is expected this, but it found something else, so that is why there is no valid hint. So then I just delete this and then I insert the correct hint, and then after I inserted the correct hint with the normalized query, then it is using the right index. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritesh.